currently going to speak about is from this book called Magic of Thinking Big. Now, Magic of Thinking Big is not only a book that tells you how to think, but also how to execute what you are thinking. Now, in this book, the chapter that I'll be talking about is known as Get the Action Habit. I have seen a lot of people, which is very constant among around 90% of the people, that there is always a thought that you have in your mind, but you do not know how to execute it because you're always waiting for the right amount of time or the right amount of, the place or the right amount of encouragement to come in. Then only you will be able to start with the entire plan that you have, which is never possible because there will never be a right environment for you to go ahead with something that you have been planning. Now, to give you an example, if you're planning to lose weight, generally what people do is they wait for the beginning of the year. They always say from 1st of January, I will start losing weight, or from the beginning of a month. If one doesn't work out from the beginning of a week, they always wait for something new to give them some amount of motivation. They want to join the gym, and from when they get the membership, then only they will start losing weight. Or even when it comes to buying the dietary supplements or buying, raw materials that will help you reach that stage of having everything that is comfortable around you, creating that environment, and then only you will start the process of losing weight. That is what generally people do. They want to create an environment which is so comfortable for them that when they want to get into something new, they don't find any obstacles in the middle. And there was another thing that I was reading in the book. There was a small story about a person who was wanting to get married. And what he did was, before he decided to get married, he made sure that there was a list of features and a list of things that his partner qualified with. So that happens with people as well. So when they want to get married to someone, they have a huge set of qualifications that a person needs to, pass, and then only they decide that this person is the right partner for me for my entire life. And they want someone to be smart, to be good looking, to be well educated, come from a good family. Everything should be great, which is not possible. You don't find a perfect person like that in the entire world. There is always some or the other shortcomings. But that doesn't mean that you have to never get married or never start the journey of losing weight or keep postponing it for the rest of your life. So this chapter mainly focuses on telling you that if you have an idea or if there is something that you want to do, don't keep trying to wait for the best environment for you to start, because that will never happen. Now, there might be people who have amazing ideas. You might have ideas that can change the entire world, but if you're not able to start, you're not able to execute that idea, then even if this will create the most amazing technology where you can control climate change, for example, and if you're not starting with it, or if you're not going and taking the first step, then what is the use of having that idea? Someone might come up with something which is 10 times worse than your idea, but he might go ahead and start it, and it might still be something at least. So you can plan out a lot of things in life. You can do a lot of you know uh, damage control planning, but if you're not able to start, take the first step, then it doesn't make sense. Now imagine a person. Suppose in Jan 2020 there was a guy. He spent 10 years deciding that I am going to start a business, and it wasn't something of a huge business, but he said I'm going to start some sort of business. He thought of everything, all possible outcomes, whether negative or positive, and in the end COVID happens, and his entire business, his entire idea goes down the drain. So for someone who had everything planned out, for someone who had thought about every single minute detail, and then still there was an obstacle that comes in, then you can never say that I was prepared. So what is more important is not the idea or how you start and how you tackle the obstacles that you think might happen, but how you start the journey and try to find solutions to the obstacles that might come in the future. That is mainly what the chapter talks about, that don't worry about the beginning, because the beginning might be a little rough, but start with something so that on the way you keep learning and you keep implementing those ideas in the future of your journey as well. So that was mainly my topic.
Wonderful, Mahima. Amazing topic.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was a very nice examples on marriage, especially. So same thing we need to apply in other aspects as you told. Just take the first step and keep moving on. So, very
Yeah.
nice, very nicely covered. Okay, so Ishwar, you want to go next?
Yes, yes, Karthik. Uh,
Yeah, please go on.
Good evening to everyone. Today my topic is I read the book Think and Grow Rich. In that book, I taken a topic like desire, desire and dream. Uh, for everything in life, desire is must and should. Like the starting point of all achievements is in life is desire, and desire is the first steps for every success. And one story I read regarding the desire. In the story that the friends discussed about the money and how to earn the money, and the dream part and this one money part they discussed. The major learnings that I got from that story, like uh, there are there are six major learnings that I got from that story. First one is like, if you want the person, if you want to earn the money, he has to follow some rules and regulations. Like first step is like, we have to fix the amount in mind. Suppose if you want to earn the money, we have to think that mind how much amount I have to earn at this point of time, like a month, like a 6 months, like after a year, like how much amount we have to earn on that particular time point of time. That one we have to think. Next one is, and we have to determine exactly you what you intend to give in the return. Suppose if you want to earn the money, the return how you will get, that one also we have to think. The main return part, if you want to earn the money, what is the return, that one in that one. Then next one is like date, and we have to fix. I have to establish the time and date, particular time and date. Like suppose of like terms, like 2 months after 3 months, and with respect to date and with respect to time. This time, like before 6 o'clock, before 5 o'clock, I have to earn this much amount of money. I have to specific. We have to be specific and be specific in time and be specific in period. And one more thing is plan, definite plan. I have to make a plan. Like I have to write in the book like what and all approaches I have to earn the money. We have to make it plan, and that plan has to be we have to plan and we have to make it action. Without action, the whatever the plan we write in the book, that is no use. We have to make it an action. Action is must and should for that one. And one more thing, like I have to read what I have to write in. Like it is like imagination part. Suppose if I had a choice, like I have to earn 1 lakh in a month, 1 lakh in a month. For that, I have to imagine twice and thrice, like before going to bed, after get up in the morning. I have to visualize like in mind, I earn this much of money, this amount of money. Even though if you are not in the money, we have to utilize in night and before going to bed and wake up in the morning. We have to visualize that amount that I earned, and I'm going to earn that money at this point of time. Like that, I have to visualize. And one more thing is like dream part. In the story, they discussed about the money, and the dream part also they discussed. Like dream is also very important in life. Like without dream, we cannot succeed. Whether it is a big dream or a small dream, we have to write in a book, and you have to visualize that I am going to achieve in future. Like, and one more thing is like a burning desire is to be and to do the things at the starting point from which the dreams take off. Uh, then one more thing is like, if the things you wish to desire, if to do is right, and we have to believe it, and we have to go ahead, and we have to come across to that one. Like I have to, if I want to dream big, I have to be achieved. I have to be in that position that I have to write in a manner like it is a big dream or a small dream. These are the dreams part. I didn't cover too much. The main thing is like I read the story about to earn the money. These are the learnings that I got from that story. Think and Grow Rich. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing, Ishwar. Now I can see some content coming out of you from learning from the book. It was nice sharing as well. Yeah, definitely. Dream, money, action plan. It's a strategy, right? Thanks for sharing, Ishwar. Very nice. Okay, so we quickly move to the next one. Saurabh. I think Saurabh has raised his hand. He has a pretty interesting topic as well.
Hello everyone. Good evening. I'm audible.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. So I am Saurav, and today my topic is from the book Think and Grow Rich, Specialized Knowledge. So basically, knowledge is of two types: general and specialized. The general knowledge, it is a very basic kind of knowledge, and how much we can accumulate it, uh, it could not support, or it could not work towards the greater goods of having a huge earnings, because there would be something always missing, or some part of the general knowledge that we should miss. Uh, uh, and what we have always read about, or always learned from everyone, that knowledge is power. But knowledge is only the potential power, and it will become power when it is organized into a definite plan of action, and it would be directed to a definite end. So, what does a real meaning of education? It is to evolve from within. Okay. So, what uh, we can say, that knowledge is not merely all about schooling. It is more than schooling. So there are more people in the world who are much successful in life, but they have lesser education, like Thomas Edison, Henry Ford. They are the people who did not get much of the formal education, but still they were very successful because of the specialized knowledge they have. Means they have gained a big knowledge, or they have gained the understanding of the knowledge of a certain area, uh, to make them successful. And this is the meaning of specialized knowledge: to display our expertise or understanding in a particular area. We do not have to be master in all the areas. We just can pick one area, and we can excel in that with our understanding, with our hard work, and with our hard work. So we must back up our specialized knowledge with a plan. Like we can like I would like to add that specialized knowledge only doesn't add up. We must have our belief, and never to give up attitude also. Like we can say that Thomas Alva Edison, he discovered this electric bulb in numerous attempts. He must have uh, lost, or he must have gave up on a tenth attempt, 100th attempt, 1000th attempt. But he never gave up because he had that belief, and uh, belief in his idea. So that I would like to add up on the specialized knowledge, and we can gain specialized knowledge from some training, and from I think Mastermind Alliance. That is to align yourself with the uh, like-minded peoples. And to sum up, I would like to say that the best investment that we can do is to invest in ourselves. Thank you.
Very nice, Saurabh. It's a very crucial topic on specialized knowledge. As you rightly said, there are a lot of people who are specialized in only one thing to become successful. Our society and education system missed this very small thing. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, so many successful people are all dropouts, we can say. Very nice, very nicely covered, Saurabh. Thanks for sharing. And if anybody has joined newly, can you introduce yourself quickly? I think Tarun has introduced. And Ranbir, have you joined newly? Raghuranjan, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, Kartika. Sorry. Very good evening, all. My name is Raghunandan. Presently, I'm out of India. Basically, I'm from a basically security background, having an experience of 12 to 13 years. Okay.
Yeah, welcome, Raghuranjan. I think we have another person also joining from Qatar. Like you see, Pramod also is from Qatar here.
Sure.
Welcome
I'm
to
just
Book Club. Ranbir, Ranbir, you want to talk?
Yeah, Karthik. Yeah, I think I joined last week.
Oh, last week.
So
Okay. Nice,
I
nice.
am new one, but like last week uh, I attended last one session also.
Okay, that's cool. Sure. And now we will take a special guest actually, even though we have learned from him from so many book clubs. I think you would have all guessed this week's all the book club like Kiran is a special guest, and his leadership levels is really great, and I can see that because I am personally learned and coached by Kiran. Uh, Kiran, please.
Hey, awesome. I'm no guest here. This is all ours. Great, great, awesome. I think I was listening to Saurabh's talk. It was really amazing because specialized knowledge was so close to my heart. Almost, I think, 2, 3, 4 years back when I had a situation in my life where I had to go for higher studies or not. The very tough situation to decide. But yeah, when your clarity of burning desire is clear, then taking decision is easy because once you take decision, you just to manage it. And best part of specialized knowledge is that even if you don't have specialized knowledge, if you have the skills to attract people who have specialized knowledge, that will do the job. So all of you are so smart and successful. If I don't know what you know, if I just be around you guys, I'm okay with it because I'll get all the knowledge from you. And that is where Henry Ford and everyone actually implemented the learnings and become really, really wealthy. But yeah, my topic's pretty amazing because I think last few week I did talk about leadership here, but I'll just recap and then share a few things. Why to be a leader? First question, because when I 4 years back when I met Vijay, my one of my college senior recommended me to meet him to find few answers for my life. एक ही क्वेश्चन था मेरे लाइफ के लिए यार, मैं लीडर क्यों बनूं? Why should I become a leader? I was a good team player. I was also playing cricket and I was never captain in my cricket team. I was very good team player. बट मुझे लीडर बनने का कभी वो शौक नहीं था एंड आई नेवर फेल्ट दैट ड्राइव कि शुड आई बिकम लीडर और नॉट. बट देन at that time when I met Vijay told me one simple thing, two simple things basically. He told Kiran, if you really want to achieve your dreams and desire, especially burning desire, whatever impact you want to create in your life, you have to inculcate few habits which will help you to influence people around you. And when I said influence ka matlab kya hai? Influence is nothing but where you create a win-win proposition where people also win, you also win, and you create a better society around you. और उस चीज के लिए you have to become leader because leadership is nothing but influence. As John C. Maxwell says, it is nothing more, nothing less. It is just influence. And other thing Vijay told ki, Kiran, if you really want to become successful, two things you need to sacrifice. One thing is that you need to dedicate at least 5 to 10 years minimum of your life to create that kind of impact. And the other thing is that for a leader, actually, there are no two good days in leader's life because many people believe that oh, leader is such a fancy title and job. You just get it. Your salary increase 10 times higher, 50 times higher. You feel so lucrative when you see the word leader. But actually, there are a lot of background and a lot of responsibilities comes with it, which you don't know. It's something like you aspire to become a father when you're not a father. When a kid comes, then you realize what is the pain behind being a father. And leadership is something like that when you have hundreds of kids, 200s of kids, 300s of kids, and imagine the kind of Vijay's responsibility. And that is how Vijay ने बहुत मुझे डराया initially. He scared me hell out of it so that he wanted me to quit. So I told no Vijay, if it is if it is needed to be learned, I'll learn, and if it is needed to apply in my life, I will learn and apply. The challenge is that, so as I told, why to be leader? It is pretty simple, as we already have shared with my life experience. What is leadership is nothing but influence. Now the how part of leadership is, this is where I will be talking about. See, when you're handed over a team in any given area, like your company, your sports, family, anywhere, how do you go about it? Sometimes when you are just a captain of some team, you don't even know what to do with it, and you don't know how to lead people. You come into your corporate, let's say some corporate gives you a title of engineering manager and you're very pretty new to organization. You go to the company and you actually have no particular clue what to do with the team. You just are given a title. So the first level of leadership is position level leadership, as I was already talking in last few weeks. And the best part of this leadership levels is that कि हर leadership level particular इंसान के साथ individually one on one रहेगा. So if I'm talking about this 5 levels of leadership, it is not out of a group phenomenon. It is always a personal phenomena. My level of leadership with Karthik, Sahana, maybe whoever I know personally is different as compared to people who are very, very new and listening to me for the first time. So the first level of leadership is position level leadership. The keyword of position level leadership is rights. And this is where the company gives you the title. Wherever you are, whichever community, whichever organization you are in, you are given a title and the keyword is rights. And the best and worst part of this, it's like it's a double-edged sword. It is always good to start with this level, but it is very, very pathetic to be in this level forever because you will not earn the respect. Other thing is that because you're alone, even if you do a lot of mistakes, you actually won't harm anyone else. You will just harm yourself. So this is a level you do as much of mistakes as you can, because when you go to a level of level 2, level 3, level 4, you cannot afford doing mistakes because you'll be involving people's life. You will involving people's life decisions. So definitely when you are at this level, do as much of mistakes as you can. You build your own culture, you build your own brand, because whatever brand you set up right now in this level, this is what people will watch you, people will feel you. Okay, this is what you are, who you are. Your culture, your values, your ethics, integrity, everything will be developed here. And finally, the level 1 leadership sentence is pretty simple. Leadership is action, not position. Leadership is a verb, not a noun. So it's pretty simple, right? It's all about action. So whatever brand you want it to be displaying around your community, you prove it by showing exactly what it is to be done. So this is a level 1 leadership. The next level of leadership is permission level leadership. The keyword of this leadership is relationship, and the foundation is trust. And I think when I started my own idea, when I started working on my idea after reading all these 4-5 books recommended by Vijay, the biggest challenge was for me not to have position level leadership or the next level leadership. The challenge was that how to create this level 2 leadership. And for almost 2 years, I struggled. I was always good at maybe building a team, initial level of team, but I was always struggling to keep people with me. People used to come for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and people used to leave me for 4 months, 5 months. People used to quit on me, and I had no freaking clue कि लोग छोड़ के क्यों जा रहे हैं. Because I knew I'm producing results. I knew I was doing all the right thing, but where was the gap? And that is when, after 2 years of tremendous struggle, when I was always so frustrated, and this is where your coach and mentor comes into the picture. Because if you don't have a coach or a mentor, how will you know your blind spots? And when Vijay told me, Kiran, I think this is where you must be lacking. Just check your level of leadership, whether you're able to build relationship with people or not. And this is where the statement comes: people follow you here because they want to. If you have some idea you want to pitch to people, if they don't like you, trust me, they won't like your idea as well. Simple as that. And building relationship develops foundation. And how do you build relationship, to be honest? It is not only chit chatting, talking about personal life, maybe becoming too personal. That is not just building relationship. That is just a start where you create that channel of opening of people. When a person is talking to you freely out of his heart, sharing his dreams, desire, failures, everything to you, that means that relationship is becoming tight. And how do you develop that? Maybe you're working with that particular person personally, you're solving some interesting problems, you're celebrating successes, and you are working together for a common cause. And ultimately, maybe you are an empathetic listener. If you're a good listener, trust me, relationship automatically will follow. And the best part is that, and also struggling part is that this doesn't happen automatically, unfortunately. Especially people who are producer, people who think, yaar mujhe batao karna kya kaam, I will make it happen. Especially people who are outcome oriented people, for them relationship is always dur dur rehna, because they believe ki if I be alone I can do much better. I should not work with a team because team will always slow you down. But relationship always takes effort. It is you who will take effort. If you are the leader, if you're not taking effort to build relationship, then you cannot build that foundation. And that is the reason, see, most of you who are watching us, who are talking to us, maybe Karthik, Sana, Bhushan, Gayatri, and Girija Jiju, or my dad, anyone, and Bhushan also, whoever is taking initiative to touch base to you, WhatsApp kar rahe hain, ki, how are you doing? If you're doing those kind of initiative from us, trust me, it is not just we have a lot of time. It is, we genuinely want to collaborate, we genuinely want to grow with you. Because if relationship is there, you will exactly grasp what Vijay is teaching, what we are expressing, or what anyone is expressing in this book club. That is the reason we do it. So level 2 is all about permission, relationship, and trust. This is where the foundation of relationship is built. And I've also talked about a story of Nelson Mandela, which is one of my favorite story. You can go through the video later. Previous video, you can get all the story as well. The challenge with this leadership is that people sometimes might take you lightly. As I was talking, if you become too relation oriented guy, then sometimes people will take you very, very lightly. They won't listen to you, actually, to be honest. And this is where you should exactly know how do you draw a thin line between people, so that you don't go too close with people that they don't listen to you, and you don't go too far away from people that they can't connect with you. And trust me, how do I got to know this? Definitely, coaching and mentoring all leaders, because I failed enough, guys. I wasted almost 2 to 3 years of my life while I was working and building a voluntary team around me. And that is where all these learnings were very, very handy while I was started applying. And the third level leadership, this is where most of you will aspire, because this is where you are paid for. The level 3 leadership is production level leadership. The key word of this leadership is results and credibility. If you don't know how to bring results in whatever endeavor you are in, trust me, after some point of time, people will not follow you. And here, people follow you because of what you have done for the organization. They see you in live कि यार ये बंदा perform कर रहा है. Just like how, if you see, the reason I like sports is because sports is something you perform in front of audience eyes. That is the reason Dhoni, you can call Kohli, anyone, they lively perform and they earn our respect. We know that they are all producers, we believe in them. And this is where you will take your team to a whole new level. If you're in your corporate, if you're not producing results, if you're not bringing results to your project, trust me, your team members will actually, बोलते हैं ना, दिल से, subconsciously they won't take you as leader. They will listen to you just because of your title. And here, the foundation of team building is actually built. The foundation of team building is not a relationship level. The foundation of team building is built in production level, where you're bringing results, when you're modeling your own thought process, when you're communicating your vision by the action, not just by preaching. And this is where the momentum kicks in. I'm sure a few weeks back, if you would have heard my talk on momentum. If you have not, again, get back to the video. I've talked on momentum, and momentum is something so powerful. It is just an exaggerator. अगर आपके लाइफ में सब कुछ अच्छी चीजें हो रही है, राइट, मोमेंटम जब आता है तो वो अच्छी चीज 10 गुना बढ़ जाती है. आपको लगेगा कि यार ये मैं तो कुछ सुपरमैन बन गया, मैं तो कोई सुपर वुमन बन गई. And you will feel so powerful in your life that whoever is coming towards you, they will get those wings from your personality, and they'll also start growing in front of you. And that is the power of momentum. But if you're in low in momentum, your efficiency, your charming personality will be divided by 10. If you're in momentum, it will be multiplied by 10. But if it is not, then it is divided by 10. You will feel even the simple task is not doable. It is impossible. So production level actually gives you that momentum. And this is where, again, as I told you, while I was in my momentum less low phase, when I talked to Vijay and all, and I started working on my idea, kept on persisting. And that is when all people started coming in, and people started producing results, because I was producing results, and people duplicated, and they duplicated way beyond me. And that is the momentum started kicking, because everyone was seeing each other and getting inspired. There is no need to watch any motivational talk when your life itself is a motivation to you. So this is what is a level 3 production level of leadership. The fourth and fifth, which I wanted to talk, because I didn't talk to you in the last book club. Also, this is one of my favorite, because this is where I think maybe next 10 years of my life will go in level 3, level 4, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. It's called people development. The keyword of this leadership level is called reproduction. And here the statement is, people follow you because what you have done for them. In a simple terms, when you're at level 3 leadership level, production level leadership, may you add people into your team. But when you're at people development, you multiply. How beautiful is that? If you want to exponentially grow in your any field, you have to aspire to this level. And multiplication, exponential growth is something everyone aspires. And definitely, when it comes to exponential growth, it doesn't happen overnight. It is like, exponential graph. It will go almost like this, and then it will go like this. But in this plateau region, you have to work so hard, build all the foundation, because when this level kicks in, you will see multiplication. I'll tell you the live example which I have seen. Peak Impact Mentorship is started, I think, 1 year back. And before 1 year back, almost 2 years back, I had built a team, and we have team around here. If you see Karthik, Sahana, Bhushan, Bharat, there's so many people were there. Initially, I was more into level 3 leadership. Then once I went counseling with my mentor and coach, I started producing. Then initially, if you remember, Bharat and Supra were with us. They were actually watching us what we're doing. Now they got separated. We developed them, and they're running their own book club. More than 30 people come, and they're doing tremendously good. In fact, they're doing much better than what I could have done. Actually, people development I saw in my own eyes happening, and that is a multiplication. Imagine if one person get impacted like that. If you impact 10 such people, the multiplication is humongous. That is the power of people development. And to help you with, because this is where you'll be using this in your corporate as well, anywhere in your life, I'll give you steps. There are a lot of steps to people development. There are 4 to 5 important steps. Okay. So the first step is recruiting right kind of people. If you don't recruit right kind of people into your team, into your idea, then trust me, building that first level, second level will be very difficult because you won't be able to relate. If you're not able to build that level 2, level 1 relationship with initial level of team, it will be very difficult for you to go to level 3 and level 4. So recruiting is a very, very key essential in any organization. The second is positioning. Let's say you got some people in your team, and you are building that level 2 leadership, and you get to know in person what are the strengths are, weaknesses are, then exactly you can position them where exactly they'll flourish. When initially with Bharat was in our community, in our team, he was struggling a lot. Even I was struggling to find what will be the good fit role for him so that he can flourish and he can build his own brand. But while in that struggling phase, we could figure out that he was always passionate about health, and that is where he positioned himself in health community, and he is doing tremendously better. Similarly, you could be passionate about growth, you could be passionate about education. Why not take this baton and start your own book club? Maybe you will be better at that, maybe you'll be better than all of us, who knows. So positioning is the second step. The third is modeling. Modeling is something people need direction. So we talked about level 3 production level leadership. Modeling comes here, because if I want someone to duplicate me, then I have to exactly show what is the original copy is. So if I want Karthik and Sahana to run book club way better than me, at least I have to show them the prototype. And this is where the next level leadership will come. So you need to showcase what exactly you expect out of your team. That is modeling. And the fourth is equipping. Equipping is a very beautiful term, because once you showcase what people need to duplicate, equipping has five steps to exactly duplicate so that people can follow. What is the first step? Number one. Step number one is I do it. So if I want to run book club and show how to run book club, first I do it. After I do it and you are with me. If I want you also to learn, so you should be also with me in the book club while I'm running the book club. The third, you do it and I'm with you. So the live example is today. So Karthik and Sahana today, they took the leadership responsibility. They are running and I'm with them, I'm watching them, I'm observing them. The fourth is you do it. Maybe after some time I will be out of this picture, maybe I'll run maybe some other book club and Karthik and Sahana will run their independent book club. That is they doing it. That is called empowerment. And finally, they do it and they teach someone to do the same. If I can do it, if I can duplicate, if I can replicate these particular steps, trust me, whichever field you are in, you will get back your time back. And the final 4 5 6 steps are developing, empowering, and measuring. And this is where the overall people development level comes into the picture. It is a very key level if you really want to multiply your growth in your life. And the fifth level is called pinnacle level. This is where the key word is respect. And the beauty of this level is people give this title to you. In the first level, if you realize, the first level, company gives you the title, whichever organization you're part of. It's like if you want to become coach of PM, we can definitely give you the title. But it is not just the title, as Vijay was talking, right? You have to earn those experience of life. You need to be mature enough to coach people in a right way in their information what people have. Coaching is not something ki whatever you want to share, whatever your idea you want to share with them. Coaching is something whatever people know about their life, using their limited information, you guide them to a right path. That is exactly the coaching is all about. And pinnacle level is beautiful level, because here people exactly give this level to you and you create transcending effect across the industry. You could be in any industry, but if you reach this pinnacle level, you can impact in any other industry as well. The live examples, anyway, you all know, it could be Steve Jobs, it could be Bill Gates, it could be Nelson Mandela, Billy Graham, Dhoni, Kohli, or Gandhi, any Mother Teresa. You can call n number of names, because they went to that pinnacle level leadership in one particular domain, and they could still impact people in other domains as well with their thought process and with their influencing capabilities. So before I end this 5 level leadership, I'll just give you 2 to 3 lines in the end. I'll also give you a quote. The pinnacle level is all about legacy. If you have a desire to create legacy of people, culture, or wealth, level 5 is what you aspire, because this is automatic, and maybe you might take 5 years, 10 years, who knows, but this is a very good level you can aspire for. And lifelong process is all about earning, learning, and returning. And level 5 is all about this. And finally, to end this 5 levels leadership, I'll give you a very good quote. It will very stick to you. The goal in life is not to live forever. The goal in life is not to live forever. The goal in life is to create something that does. The goal in life is to create something that does. And this is what is ultimate levels of leadership, amazingly taught by John C. Maxwell, practicing in my life. You also practice, because the results are tremendously awesome. Even if I'm not at level 4 or level 3 or level 5, still I'm getting those goosebumps while I'm talking to you. So just to summarize my whole talk, as we discussed, we talked about why to be a leader. Definitely, if you have a burning desire, Think and Grow is first chapter, burning desire. If you have some burning desire, then by default, you have to be a leader. There's no choice. The second is, what is leadership? It is all about influencing. How leadership, this is what is 5 levels of leadership is all about. And the level 1 leadership, we talked about position. The keyword was rights. And the company gives you the title here. The statement here is people follow you because they have to. And level 2 leadership is permission level leadership. Keyword relationship and trust. The statement here is people follow you because they want to. And the third level is production level leadership. Keyword is results and credibility. The statement here is people follow you because what you've done for the organization. And the fourth level leadership is people development. The keyword here is reproduction. And the statement here is people follow you because of what you have done for them. And the final fifth level is pinnacle level leadership. The keyword is respect. And people will give this level to you because you have earned from them. And the statement is people follow you because of who you are and what you represent. So this is where I end my talk. It was really great talking to all of you. I'll be still there. I have to move out for some time, but I'll again come back. Thank you so much, Karthik and Sana. Really awesome too.
Thanks, Kiran. We have to thank for a wonderful talk. It was very concentrated. What I do is I'll record. I already done the recording. I'll put it on the group. I have to see it 3 4 times to digest the complete levels of leadership. I am damn sure the director in the office where I work, he will definitely not know this until unless he has read this book. It was very concentrated. It was amazing. Thanks, Kiran. Thanks a lot for again the opportunity also. Mm, yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
Girjaji, you want to go next?
Yeah, thanks, Kiran. So we heard about the 5 levels of leadership. What if you have all the templates of the leadership, but if one ingredient is missing, we won't be able to, at least we won't be successful in any level. It might be level 1 also. What is that thing? If that is missing, that will flatten out or fail you, like from reaching at least the level 1. That is the attitude. So today I'll be discussing, okay, what attitude looks like and how to build it. How what is the way, what is the formula to building the right attitude? Let's start. So what happens outside us is not in our control, but what happens in us is totally in our control. So who decides to, in choosing the response of us? Our attitude decides in helping us our choosing our response. Now, what attitude looks like? Okay, so at the beginning of any task that we get in life, life is like set up some. If you are at, depending on the level position you are at, you always have some task to do, right? So while approaching a task, fix your mind always on the facts, not your feelings. Focus on the possibilities, not on the problems. If you start on the right track, then the destination will be right. Second is, your attitude can give you a winner's perspective. All things are equal for everyone, but the person who has the right attitude always wins. So possessing a great attitude is like a secret weapon. Now, what is the how what next? What attitude looks like? Good attitude looks like. So when you see your attitude are not your achievements, the thought in your mind always will be to have more important things in your life. But things will not give you the right attitude. You must choose it in every situation. Fourth is attitude is contagious. There are different kinds of people in any organization you work in or in your own organization. There are two kinds of people mainly. One is polluters, second is purifiers. Polluters are like chain smokers. They will always radiate that smoke all the time. They hate clear skies. But purifiers will make everything clear around them. But how to know who you are first, or how to know who the other person is, whether he is a polluter or purifier? So just do a small experiment. Spend some time with them. After while walking away, if you feel positive, then he is a purifier. If you feel negative, then he is a polluter. That as simple as that. So make the decision to choose and display the right attitude every day. How? Think, act, and conduct yourself like the person you want to become. You cannot have a bad attitude and encourage others at the same time. things turn out best for the people who make the best of the way. Anything might come on their way, but they make best out of everything. So how to do your adjustments of our attitude daily? Now the how part. How should I build a right attitude? Now we got how attitude makes, but how to build the right attitude in your daily life, daily application. Begin each day with an attitude check, and watch for red flags during the day. Means you have to check at the start of the day and during the days. Find something positive in everything. Find someone positive in every situation. Say something positive in every conversation. Remove negative words from your vocabulary like can't, don't. Remove them by can, do. Express gratitude to others daily. It will bring the focus to the positives. Always fight against the odds. Make an obstacle to an opportunity. Make a negative positive. If you cannot give 100%, you won't make it. Okay? So treat people better than you expect them to treat yourself. Place an attitude quote on your wall or on your wallpaper, which you can see several times. So these are the things that you can do on a daily basis to build the right attitude. So why we need to, because, and also at the end, today I told you, you might forget, right? So just write them down as an affirmation and see them on a daily basis. Why? Reflection today motivates you, your discipline every day. Discipline every day maximizes the decision of your life. So whatever decision you have taken for yourself, that will maximize the chances of reaching there by building the right attitude and following it on a daily basis. Thank you.
Amazing, Irjaji. Very nicely covered on having a right attitude. The catch point was polluters and the purifiers. It was very catchy and very true. Thanks again for sharing. Okay, so who wants to go next? Prakash, you want to go next? I think Bhushan had raised hand. Bhushan,
Hey Karthik, Prakash here. I haven't raised my hand today. I am a listener only.
okay, no
So
problem. I think Bhushan had raised. Bhushan, can you go ahead?
Hi, Kritik. Hi. Yeah, I can go ahead. So I cannot video on because of bandwidth. Okay,
Sure,
so my topic is today about. Hello, I'm audible.
Yeah, Bhushan.
Karthik, I'm audible.
Yeah, Bhushan, it's audible. Perfect.
Okay. So hi everyone. Okay. So hi everyone, myself Bhushan, and today my topic is about fear. So fear actually something which we believe in the positive way or negative way. Example, if someone tells God, so it is a path, and someone it is a fear. Okay. So it's
Bhushan, I
very
think your voice is breaking.
biggest.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Hello. Hi, Karthik. Am I audible?
Bhushan. Yeah. Please.
Okay. So what I'm telling you, so fear is our the biggest enemy in for our life. To
Okay, I think we lost Bhushan. Okay, so I think before he comes back, probably we can go ahead with the next one. I think Bhushan, we lost your connection.
yeah, Karthik.
Shall I go and come back to you probably after 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So Arun, you want to go ahead? Okay, so I think if people are ready with the topics, you can raise your hand. Sahana, probably you can give a short trailer on what you wanted to.
Karthik.
Yeah, Arun.
Hello, Karthik. Hi. I have some uncertain situation here, so I will maybe speak later.
No issues. Sure. You can raise your hand when you are ready. Yeah, probably Sahana will go ahead now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Karthik, just let me know if I'm audible.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Perfect. Hello, everyone. A very good evening. It's Thursday, also a festival weekend for so many of us. But just before I go ahead with my topic, I'll just say so we have been with our spouses or with our, you know, family for quite some time now because of COVID. So definitely we have faced challenges or we have had the conflicts with our spouse. So I think you can all recall this mantra when you were all when the men were tying the Mangal Sutra around the women. So it says Mangalyam Tantuna Nena and blah 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 whatever. So I was just going through and I realized that the meaning is. Um, you need to live happily for hundreds of years, and I was like wondering, okay, hundreds of years living happily, is it just living or just or living happily? So and what does it take to be happy? Does it take just two people like saying yes yes for everything, or it needs something that that needs to value both of their relationships? So now we've also heard this term saying that once you get married, now you're both one. When we say a wife and husband is one, did you just imagine two genders looking like one person, or someone with a balanced relationship, right? So yeah. And how does that balanced relationship happen? It happens with a good atmosphere. And how does that good atmosphere come? It comes when we understand each other. So, for example, Karthik and myself, of course, after COVID, we've been staying at home. It didn't happen that easily in the initial stages. We, of course, had our own difference of opinions. But, the book that I'm talking about is something called as Love and Respect. So, love is something what the women need, and respect is what the men desire for. And if you really want to know how you need to handle this with your spouse, then you'll have to get your spouse next week and listen to the talk that I'm going to share. So you will have more insights and have a better, understanding level. So when we have better speech pattern or better language need not be just communication, but also what each other wants. It'll be more better. So you will have to come with your spouse next week for all those who are married, and for all those who are unmarried, you also still need to come because you have to learn how to deal with your spouse that's going to come up. So keep watching for this.
Yeah, okay. So good, Dasana. I don't want to praise. We are eagerly waiting for your next one. Very true. It's a very hot topic because we are at home, working from home, right? So yeah, it's a very crucial one. Okay, so probably before somebody else raise hand and we go with the topic, probably I'll go with mine. Uh, I think I'm spotlighted. Sana, can you spotlight me?
You are spotlighted.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Bhushan. So I was actually talking about made to stick, right, last time. And I covered about first principle, that is keeping your message simple. So today I'll be covering the next one. Okay, so we all know, like when we board any flight, right? We have a flight attendant who talks about the safety measures. And like initially, when I saw the surrounding, people were not much interested to listen to what she or he was telling. I'm sure you would have also felt the same. This was the same case when Karen Wood, one of the flight attendants, was actually trying to grab people's attention, but she knew nobody will listen. So she became very creative and she did something which actually caught people's attention. So what did she say, tell? I just it goes like this. Okay. So if I could have your attention for a few moments, we sure would love to point out the safety features. If you haven't been in an automobile since 1965, the proper way to fasten your seat belt is to slide the flat end into the buckle. To unfasten, lift up from the buckle and it will release. And as the song goes, there may be 50 ways to leave your lover, but there are only 6 ways to leave this aircraft. 2 forward exit doors, 2 overwing removable window exits, and 2 after exit doors. The location of each exit is clearly marked with signs overhead, as well as red and white disco lights along the floor of the exit. So when she spoke this, some people actually uploaded. So what especially she did actually. If you see, the main key point is to break people's pattern, okay, to grab attention. So what if you just get the attention? It's not just you have to keep the attention as well. So what do you do to keep the attention once you grab it? Okay, so there will be like surprise factor we need to give. I'll just share my screen. I'll show you 4 English words. Tell me, okay, which one is the correct one? Okay, one second, let me share my screen. I hope you are able to see. Can you see the 4 English words? Okay, can you see? Can you guess which one is the correct, or which one you are able to correctly guess which one is the correct English word? Okay, let me give out the answer. See, the first two, Henshin and Bardal. Then I'll first take the last two. Frog. These two are just funny words, frog and table. Okay, and these two English words are just I just gave it. There is no meaning to it. Okay, so what was your thought suddenly? Right? The last two words, praise and table, yeah, you were able to, okay, fine. But the first two words was just like a gimmick. So when you give surprises, it has to not just give gimmick, but I was talking about the core message, right? Last time, you have to give the surprise based on the core message. See, everybody, we have guessing machine in our mind. So we need to break the guessing machine with a surprise, and then you create fix the guessing machine around the core message, okay, not beyond that. One more thing which I wanted to share is in John F. Kennedy in 1961, I guess we all know that he proposed a statement like we'll be sending the first person on the moon in a decade. Okay, why it is so powerful? The statement is so sticky even now because that during that point of time, 1961, US was not doing that great. Like Soviet Union already sent a satellite. If you see so many different aspects, so what they did, I mean, before John F. Kennedy spoke that the situation was not in that position for him to tell that. So it was not just surprise; it is to be made stick. It is to be sticked. Okay, that is why this book made to stick. So I don't want to tell what exactly was the situation. It is totally unexpected what is, and this chapter is actually unexpected. So to summarize then, you have to see what is the core message. You create surprises. You break the guessing machine of people, and then you fix it relating to the core message. Okay, it has to become unexpected. So this is what I wanted to share. Okay, and probably, yeah, Bhushan, you want to go ahead?
Hey, hi Karthik. Yes, I can go ahead.
I think still your voice is breaking, Bhushan.
Oh. Hmm. Yeah, now am I audible?
Yeah.
Now it's clear, Karthik?
Yeah, Bhushan. Can you stop now? We'll see. Bhushan, I think your voice is breaking.
Okay.
Charanjit, can you go ahead? I think you have raised your hand.
Yeah, Karthik, I can.
Yeah, please.
Sure. Hello, good evening all. This is Charanjit Singh from Pune. So in the last book club session, I just give the teaser about what exact about my topic, which is power of am I audible?
Yeah, Charanjit, you're audible.
Hello.
Charanjit, you're audible. Okay, I think we lost him. So people who have come newly, can you introduce yourself? I think Saumashri has joined newly. Saumashri, you want to introduce?
Yeah, hi everybody.
Yeah, please go ahead. I think you are muted, Somashri.
Hello.
Yeah, your voice is audible now.
Yes, hi. My name is Shomushri, and I stay in Kolkata.
Okay, that's nice, Somashri. Welcome to the book club.
Thank you.
Okay.
So,
So, Suman.
Sorry, I lost the connection.
Yeah, no problem, Janjit. I think, can you go now?
Yeah, I can go now.
Sure.
Okay, hi guys. Today my topic is about the power of mastermind group from a book named Magic of Thinking Big. So for before starting my topic, I will just give the exam. I just want to share with you guys what exactly the mastermind group is. Where can we find it? Where it exists actually? If you look around, it is everywhere. Just taking example, suppose you are a student of engineer, right? And your intention would be how you will become an engineer. You have to get the admission for your respective class, and you will allotted with the people who are having the same mindset and who are having the same plan to become engineer. You can't be an engineer by sitting in a class of commerce students, right? So what exactly the mastermind group is? Mastermind group is the association of people where people who are having a common knowledge, they all come together, and they put everything, their efforts, their knowledge, their innovations, their creativity to achieve a defined and common goal. So, in the chapter, also the author has mentioned that how you can make a great money. In order to make a great money, you need to have a power. And how we will get the power? There are different sources that you can get the power. In order to get the power, you must have the knowledge, and knowledge itself should be in an organized way. So how we can get the knowledge? You can get the knowledge uh, that is coming from your subconscious mind. You can get the knowledge from the experience that people share with you. Like we are a part of this book club session. You might have seen that people are sharing their practical experience from their life, and we are get to know each other, like how they have done and how they have overcome certain challenges. So in this way we are getting a knowledge. If someone come across that situation, they will be able to face the situation by implementing the right ideas that already people have implemented, then doing the experiment. So why I'm emphasizing on the power of mastermind group is that if you really want to achieve something in your life, you have to be a part of one of the mastermind group. It depends what is your goal. Like most of us have associated to this book club. Some person will have a goal that they want to get rid of their fear of public speaking, like even I had. That's why I joined this club. And other person will have the goal that they want to groom themselves in personal and professional life. And here we are sharing our insights, what we are learning from different books, how you can have a positive attitude towards your life even in the negative circumstances. So this I would say this power of mastermind group is the everything, and you need to be a part of such club. Then only you will able to achieve something. So instead of, if you will say that I can achieve so many things in life, that is not possible. Just take an most of us are also associated to a peak impact mentorship. Why we are associated to that group? Because our common goal is to be successful in life in all the terms, to achieve a wheels of life, to get a balance in that, so that we can
manage our personal and professional life in a better way, and we can achieve some goals. So that will be possible only when all we come together and we will share our learnings, we will share our experience, where you will absorb that knowledge and you will implement that knowledge in your life. So that is all from my topic, Karthik. I hope I have added value to the people who are listening. Thank you for listening to me.
Definitely, Charanjit. You definitely added a value. Mastermind Alliance is again, I think Think and Grow Rich. Every chapter is very crucial. On this platform, we definitely provide that MMA. Thanks for sharing, Charanjit. Okay, Rajendra Singh, I think you want to go next.
Hello, I'm Audible Karthik.
Yeah, perfect, Rajendra.
Yeah. Hello everyone, my name is Rajan Singh Rathore and I am working in Bangalore as a software engineer. And thanks Suhana and Karthik to giving me this opportunity to say something about. So I will continue with my one book, How to Win Friend and Influence People. My topic is He who can do this has the whole world with him. So basically, this topic is based on one principle that provided by Dale Carnegie. Uh, it principle is a arouse in the other person an eager want. So there is only one way on the earth to influence other people is to talk about what they want and show them how to get it. So if you want to somebody will work for you, so you have to do only one thing, just increase eager to what they want. Just like if you have a kid and you don't want your kid do some after some time drink or smoke, so basically you want your kid don't do smoke and drink. So just say them your kid if you will do smoke and drink, so you will not select in your college or school as a player football in cricket whatever. So that is a major principle of this topic. So in this book author say one story, one small kid don't want to go school, but this kid have a good interest to learn painting. So one day, this small kid don't want to go school. So his father and mother do one thing. Just they start the painting in home in his brother also. So this kid just see them what they are doing. After time, he start painting in his notebook. So after some time, father come to and say about his kid, if you want to learn good painting, so you have to go school. Then next day, that kid wake up early morning around 4 o'clock and just get ready to go school. After and 6 o'clock, his father come and say, what are you doing now? So he told, I want to go school and I want to become a good painter. Because his father increased his eager, what he wants. He don't explain to what I want. So that is a major principle of this topic. Thank you, Kiran. I will continue with other topic next week.
Very nice, Rajendra ji. Just focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Okay, very nice. Thanks again for sharing. Okay, Bhushan, if your network is fine.
Hi Karthik, am I audible now?
Yeah, it's clear now.
Okay, fine. So yeah, hi everyone. So sorry for interrupt. So my topic is about fear. Okay, so fear is the biggest enemy in our life. Okay, and we have so many fear. We have fear to failure. We have to fear to lose, and this fear is only I mean program in our mind, and it's became our belief system, and we started living on those belief and fear and faith. So actually fear and faith both are uncertain, and it is happening in future. We don't know it will be like happen or not happen, but we believe. So many people so fear take as a fear and they don't do whatever they wanted to do. And some of the people, they believe and they same thing they take as a fact, and they achieve whatever they want to in the life. So there is a very thin line, fear and fact. So I will tell my example actually. uh, I mean, when I started, my career, so my communication skill was very poor, and my English is also very, very poor. And I was working in, Noida, and my friends were working in Bangalore, and they told me, you don't come in Bangalore because you can't speak in English, so you will not get the job here. And 1 year I didn't come in Bangalore because I believed, yeah, I can't speak in English, I can't speak English, and I will not get the job. And but after 1 year, I thought, let's take the risk. Okay, what will happen maximum? I will not get the job. I will come back. And came, and in the first interview, I could not introduce myself, but I kept giving interview and slowly improved. So that belief system, my friend were created in my mind, and I believed that one. Okay, in the second my fear was like public speaking, one of my biggest fear. Okay, because so many people have the public speaking fear after death. The public speaking is one of the most danger fear I can say. And I learned from here, uh, learned so many also. So one of the in PM session, one day Kiran asked to me, speak from host from stage, and there were more than 300 to 400 people were there. And it was I believed I couldn't do that thing. Okay, but Kiran told me, you can do, and just believe, and you can do. And I next day I did actually. Okay, so it was my belief system, ki I couldn't do, and I had the fear कि I can't speak in front of those many people. But after I've done, I felt it's a I mean I felt, first of all, I felt myself very good. I got confidence, and I thought it was just in my mind. It was not actually, nothing will happen. It was just in my mind. So the same way, we all have that kind of fear in our mind, and because of that fear, we can't go beyond of our comfort zone, and we think what we are now, and we can't achieve more than that. But that mastermind like Kiran or Vijay or PM Sassan has changed my life, I can say. So to associate with this kind of mastermind, the people, if you associate with the negative people, they will put negative things, and it will create the fear. And if you associate with the people who are the mastermind people, they will create your faith in your mind. So fear and faith is both are uncertain. So do whatever you want to do, just go ahead, and you will see you can do everything. Thank you very much.
Very nice, Bhushan. As you told, fear, four-letter word can kill us or make us. Yeah, very nice. Thanks, Bhushan, for sharing. Yeah, like,
Thank you.
thanks, Bhushan. Thank you very much. Okay, I think Kiran is back. Kiran's father I think Dilip ji is there. Dilip ji.
I think Karthik, you can take my father. Dilip ji, I think he won't be speaking today.
Okay, your father will speak.
Yeah. Papa, if you're online, you can go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. Kiran, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Yeah, maybe video problem.
ठीक है.
I'll go for audio.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
So, yeah. Good evening. I'm Edian Gupta, speaking from Visakhapatnam. Yeah. Today I will speak about how to win the friendship. Okay. Now, what Kiran was telling, I was listening, is the second level talk. How you build the relationship with a stranger or new people, so that you can show the leadership quality level 2. That is permissible leadership. So for that, I will start up my small example. So in my this service career, I used to tour here and there. So whenever I will go to the Bhadrachalam, the ITC paper board is there. There I used to find out many of the foreigners comes. Foreigners, to whomever they see, they will say hello, hi, I am so and so, I am George, how are you, like that. This is the Western culture. They are very smart. They know, they always come forward to introduce themselves. Hi, hello, how are you, I am so and so, this, that. This is that is the smartness and leadership they show. When they build the relationship with the people, thereby you win the friendship with the public, who's over a newcomer, even strangers. So, but in our, normally this is the Western culture. We as a Indian culture, we normally feel shy. Yeah, okay, let him tell, let him come first, let him show, let him go, let him do first. Means that is it's not good sign for the leadership. Leadership is always you should come forward and introduce yourself and speak yourself, then build a relationship. So now I will tell how to make a successful this one friendship or leadership. There is a 6 rules. First, you have to introduce yourself with others at every possible opportunity, parties, picnics, work spot, journey, wherever you go. Second point, be sure the other person gets your name. Full, you clear name, you should introduce first yourself to a stranger or to whom you want to making the relationship or friendship. Be sure you can pronounce the other person name correctly. You should pronounce, speak properly. Tell crystal clearly, I am so and so, how are you, what is your name? You should clearly understand. Then third, write down the person name if required. Sometimes very odd names you may get it. If you forget, you just write it with the correct spelling. If possible, write his address and phone number and so and so, so and so. Then fifth point, drop a personal note or make a phone call to a new friend to whom you want to know better. You want to make a friendship, make a phone call, come to house, start up. So successful people always will have the practice to drop a letter or make a call. Sixth point is always say pleasant things to a stranger for the better startup. What is that? Hi sir, how are you sir? Just encourage him. Tell him, speak properly, speak better. Then you come closer, build a relationship. Then he will make a friendship. That friendship will be perfect, permanent. So exercising these above the 6 rules will work perfectly to think right towards the people and make the friendship and make the building, win the friendship. That's all.
Wonderful, Papa. I think right in time you covered. Awesome. Great and crisp talk. And it was more detailed how to build relationship. Very nice. Karthik, you want to add anything?
Nothing, Kiran. Like when he speaks, that's all.
Thank you.
Very nice to hear from Uncle Ji at this age sharing. It's very amazing from these books.
Definitely.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It's always a joy.
You're an inspiration. You're definitely an inspiration, Uncle, to all of us. We feel like we should talk at least then, like When we listen to you, we feel like, okay, we also need to come up and talk. It's really, really nice.
That's your greatness that you are making me little up, but I'm not that way. That big as you know this. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hope. Thank you, Papa. Thank you so much. I think it's a hope actually. If you, in fact, I personally believe अगर Colonel Sanders 60 की उम्र में अगर KFC खोल सकता है, तो यार age का कोई gap ही नहीं है. I know you are actually limiting. If you're not bringing your friends and families in book club, you are actually limiting the growth, because there could be some seed in their mind which wants that environment to grow. A seed cannot grow, in war field. A seed will always grow in a good environment where that encouragement is there, at least in the initial level before you become a good leader. And there is no age for that. So that is the reason, Vijay, every one of us so personally we believe that this environment can impact such a huge in people's life. You may not work with us, but who knows, out in just maybe 3-4 book clubs, you might get that trigger. Maybe आपके दोस्त को एक trigger मिल जाएगा. Maybe आपके मम्मी पापा या फिर आपके बहन को एक trigger मिल जाएगा कि नहीं यार अब तो तहलका मचाना है, अब तो बहुत हो गया. That trigger only it's needed actually, and that is where the change will come. So I'm really humbled whenever he speaks. I'm so excited whenever he speaks, because at least now I'll get to learn a lot of his life stories, which I never get time to ask him. But now in front of all of you, even I learn so many stories from him. So thank you so much, Papa. Great. So Karthik, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I think we are all done, Kiran. So if anybody wants to introduce, I think everyone is covered.
Is the introduction done, Karthik?
Yeah, Sandeep is there.
Sandeep,
The new person.
Sandeep, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, myself Sandeep Saxena. I'm a software engineer in Bangalore, and I'll discuss my things with you. I'm a YouTuber. I had a journey with me. I had a startup also. So from the next week onwards, I'll come and I'll share my things with you.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Sandeep, for introducing. Who invited you, Sandeep?
Bhushan.
Okay, awesome. Great, man. You're very lucky to be with him, because we call him as an Iron Man. If you know his story, then you realize why we call him as an Iron Man. So you see, he has lived with his word. Good, yeah, awesome. Good to know. Anyone else who is new?
I think we have covered.
Covered, yeah. Tarun,
Yeah.
Soumyasri, Chatterjee. I think
Yeah, they're all
done.
covered. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Good. Yeah. So I think today we finished in time, and I'm sure people are prepared. I just noted few of the speakers who will help me to summarize, because see, I missed out for almost half an hour. So now you need to help me. What are the topics? How it happened. Who will help? Yeah, Girija,
Let me
you can go
summarize.
ahead.
So Mahima started with magic of thinking big, on taking action, not wait for the best time or the setup to happen. Then Ishwar spoke on the think and grow rich, desire and dream. What always ask, like the key statement was always ask what you will give in return for the money you are making. Then Saurav spoke on think and grow rich, specialized knowledge for greater good, and how to make education the only restriction, evolve out of it. Then Kiran, you spoke about the 5 levels of leadership. That was a very wonderful vision. That must have given vision to everyone in the team. Then Sahana spoke on how to live happily in life. Then Charanjit spoke about how we have the mastermind alliance helps in building our knowledge, power, and money. Then Hussein spoke about how to conquer fear, and Eddie and Uncle spoke on taking the first step for the leadership. So these are the few people I have
And
mentioned.
what did Jiju spoke? Who will tell that? He has a very interesting topic.
Girijaji spoke about positive attitudes towards anything we are doing. So can do attitude. And Karthik spoke about doing the things in unexpected way in order to make a greater impact. To so that is
Make the idea stick.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I think almost everything is covered. Rajendra ji, he covered about how to win friends and influence people.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, yeah. Awesome. Anyone else we missed out? Or all done?
I think Charanjit told speak about power of mastermind.
Oh, that's a very nice topic. Wonderful. I have to watch the
Yeah.
recording then. Good. Great. So Bhushan, I think you wanted to share something, you can share and then we'll wind up.
Not much. Yeah. So we have this weekend we have PIM session. It's a very amazing session how to work with ineffective manager, and we are facing a problem with in our manager. Okay, in our corporate. So it is very good. It's the third session is going. So yes, we can. I mean, we learned so many things in last two sessions, and we can uh, more and much. So yes, so we all can join this PM Saturday 9 p.m. and we'll get some idea how really we can become the actual leader and how we can work better for our career and profession. Thank you.
Absolutely. In fact, last week, just to add what Bhushan was telling, last week Vijay was talking about how to work with ineffective manager. In fact, this week Vijay has created so much of hype how to gain hype in spite of being COVID situation. It's such a hot topic कि यार आप hike और appraisal कैसे आप अच्छा कर सकते हो while you're in this COVID situation where people are not willing to give any hike or appraisal anything. So this Vijay was personally telling he wants to cover this topic, especially this content for the first 10 to 15 minutes. So guys, if you are seeking for growth, if you are seeking for that negotiation skills which can get you that 20-30% of hike, which can maybe solve some temporary problems of your life, you can definitely get hold of the tickets and registration. You can connect any of our volunteer or me personally and get hold of that ticket and attend it very nicely, because the content is pretty concentrated when Vijay shares, and people who have already attended it, they can definitely vouch my words, whatever I'm saying, isn't it, Prakash? I think you have attended almost 8 to 10 sessions continuously. What do you say?
Yeah, actually, so what we say about peak impact mentorship. So it's more than a peak. What I will say is that it's transforming your life. So it is not just about only your professional or personal growth. It's all about the wheel of life, whatever Vijay is saying every time. So friends, family, your profession, then your health. Many there are. Whatever spokes there are in that wheel of life, actually we are improving on that way day by day. So that is what I think. So
Absolutely. Absolutely right, Prakash. In fact, people who don't know what is Wheel of Life and maybe 30 reasons, please get hold of again with volunteer. Get those Wheel of Life wala photo, because that will actually give you direction to think. Because हम लोग को direction नहीं मिलता तो हम लोग सोचते नहीं है. But once you get a direction to think, maybe your aspirations, which is deep within your heart, it is there, but you don't know. You just didn't explore it. You're keeping that in chamber, and then you're not letting him come out. So let that aspiration come out and guide your life, because it will be awesome. And last but not the least, I really want to appreciate Girija Jiju, because he has been so consistently performing. He prepares his topic 2 to 3 days in advance. He shares me proper content. In fact, last week he shared his own video. Kiran, this is the teaser of mine. That takes really commitment. That is what proactive is all about. We talk about proactiveness, right? If you really want to grow, you need to take that step, and it has to come from your heart. Nobody can tell you, because we are not your boss or manager, right? We all want to grow together. And he's taking that initiative and taking again voluntary. He's doing this timekeeping summary. He's actually taking leadership is something you're caught, it is not taught. So he's actually taking things from us, and it is making our life so simple. And that is where the culture is established. So thank you so much, Jiju. I really appreciate a lot of your effort, because the work schedule, the life, I think you're being more than 13 plus 14 experience, being in technical industry. We all know what kind of tough situations are going on, but still taking those steps and ensuring that little bit of value addition we can bring in people's life and making it happen is really, really valuable. So thank you so much. And thank you everyone. If you have any questions to ask, you can definitely connect to me offline, or your coach or guide, anyone, and we can